Hey guys, so I know that mukbangs are all the rage right now, so I decided to try my hand at making one. So today I'm going to make a kelp noodle bowl that I really super duper love, and you should try it and you will super duper love it too. So I have kelp noodles. I got these at Whole Foods. You can get them online. I don't know what brand this is because it's Asian. Sea Tango maybe? Noodle company? Maybe it's not Asian. I don't know. Anyway, so usually I cut them with scissors because they're really hard to get apart. But I usually just take like half of them, though. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. Yeah. So I usually just take half of them, even though they're like super low in calories. You could do all of them, but yeah. Not that I'm like all for super low calorie or anything, it's just that they are a great raw noodle and you can top them with stuff that have calories. So then after that, I'm going to take some frozen edamame. Oh my goodness, there's snow in it. I don't know. I did like 1/4 a cup or 1/2 a cup or however much you want really. And then I put in some shredded carrots. You can shred your own or you can buy them shredded like I did because I didn't want to have to sit here and shred them. So I'm gonna put in a decent amount of these because they're good. So there's like 1/2 a cup or so, 1/2 a cup of carrots. And then I'm going to add in some pumpkin seeds. I have raw pumpkin seeds here, but you can use whatever you prefer, but raw has lots of vitamins still. They're so good. And then peanut butter. Peanut butter is the secret ingredient. It pulls it all together. Makes it really good. This peanut butter is super like oily on the top. Anyway, just use like the serving. I think it's 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Peanut butter is so good. You know, I've watched like videos, taste test videos before where people from other countries try peanut butter and they're like, ew, gross. And I'm all like, what? No, you crazy. And I have some liquid aminos, which is all-purpose seasoning from soy protein. It's a low sodium option, and some garlic. Garlic is also a very secret ingredient that makes it good. And then I need to find my chopsticks here. And you mix it all together. I will mix it and show you a bite. It's so good. It's not mixing very well. I need my spoon. Also gotta use chopsticks to eat this because it's fun that way. Just kidding. You don't have to. Okay. So this is what a bite looks like. This is why I usually use scissors to cut it up. Can you hear that in the mic? They're super crunchy. And super messy. I'm sure this is delightful to watch, but it's a mukbang. You signed up for this. You wanted to watch me eat. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about my acne journey and everything that I've gone through and learned, and my self-diagnosis of Candida. So anyway, going back to the beginning, it was about 6 months ago. Anyway, about 6 months ago, maybe 7 now, I decided to switch all my beauty products to natural beauty products. So I'm talking like shampoo, face wash. I had been using like a benzoyl peroxide face wash since early high school because my dad grew up with bad acne, and he was like, hey, it's hereditary, so I don't want you to get it, so use the face wash. So I used face wash all the time, every day, multiple times a day, all through high school. And so I was finally like, you know what, I don't think that this is really good for me. I think that I had actually maybe had an allergy to it because I would break out in my hands. And when I stopped using it, that went away. I don't know. So I went off that, and I decided to start doing the oil cleansing method. And for about a week or two, my face looked beautiful. It was so smooth, and it was just the best looking skin that I had ever had. And I was like, all right, this is what I should be doing. Why have I not been doing this? But then that changed quickly, because after 2 weeks I've been using the oil cleansing method, my forehead, oh my goodness, I can't even describe. So it started off with like 1 or 2 cystic pimples. If you don't know what a cystic pimple is, it's like just this ginormous pimple that's under the skin. You can't pop it. They hurt like crazy. And so I had a couple of those, and I was like, okay, maybe this oil cleansing thing isn't really working for me. So I stopped doing the oil cleansing method, and I went back to my face wash right away because I was like freaking out, like, this isn't good. More food. So when I stopped doing that, I figured it would get better, but it didn't. My forehead ended up turning into like one giant cystic pimple. Like the whole thing was just full of nastiness. Sorry, that's gross, but it was gross. And so I was just constantly covering it up with makeup, and it looked like I had a diseased face. It was horrible. And so I started doing research. I was basically spending all my time doing research, trying to figure out what this was. And around Christmas time, my dad took me to a Ulta, and I had a facial done, and they used Dermalogica products, and they were promoting them, and I decided that I should probably try it because the benzoyl peroxide wasn't doing the trick, and on top of that I thought that maybe I was allergic to it. So the Dermalogica stuff was really expensive, so I was hesitant, but I decided to try it because I knew I had tried other products other than benzoyl peroxide, and they didn't work for me. But the Dermalogica stuff is made out of salicylic acid, like a professional grade. And so I was like, I'll try this because it's more natural, and they recommend it. And so I tried it, and I must say that it was better on my skin. It didn't like dry it out and make me look like an old person with wrinkles, and like it was just much better. So I spent like several $100s on that because I bought the trial size and then I bought the real size, and it's really expensive stuff. I'm still using that, and I love it. I'd recommend it. I recommend getting it online because it's cheaper. But I used that, and it didn't clear up my problem. It maybe helped on the outside, but it didn't get to the root of the problem, which is what I needed. More food. So, again, I was like getting really depressed because now it had spread from my forehead to my cheeks, and I was getting them around my mouth, almost like cold sores around my nose, on my chin, on my jawline. So basically anywhere that you can get acne, I was getting acne. And I was like, something is wrong. I've never had acne like this before. And so I thought it was the oil cleansing method. It had totally like ruined me, but that had been so long ago. And so again, I was spending all my time researching it. I came across face mapping. And so I was like, okay, this problem has to be internal. And so I was figuring out like all the different things. You know, they say that jawline is hormonal, and so I started taking chasteberry, however you say it, drops, and Vitex, it's the same thing, to try to clear that up. I feel like that may have helped a little bit, but that still wasn't the problem. And so I ended up figuring out after a while that digestive issues was a root problem of like, you know, everywhere on the face. And so I looked up digestive issues caused by acne, and there were all different things. You could look up the different symptoms, and I was like, I don't have that. But then I found Candida, and I was like, you know, I've never had antibiotics, or at least like in the recent future, that would have caused it, because they say that's one of the things that can cause it. But I was a high carb, you know, low fat vegan, and so I ate excessive amounts of sugar, which they say that Candida feeds on. And I'm not knocking the high carb low fat diet, because I love it and I hope to get back there, but I have to be more cautious when doing so. But so I had ended up going on the elimination diet right before Candida, which was basically just vegetables, fruits, and sweet potatoes. And that helped a little bit, I think, because I had gone off rice and noodles and things like that. I had been eating so much rice, which I loved, but really high carb. So it was a little bit less carb based, but I was still having that fruit and those sweet potatoes, and so it helped a little bit, but it didn't eliminate the problem. And so from there, I said I found Candida, and so I decided to go on the Candida cleanse. So the first day of that, I basically just had vegetable broth, and that was a really hard phase. Vegetable broth and water. So I made 24 hours through that, and then I went on the strict part of the cleanse, which is just mostly cooked vegetables, because they say it's better for your digestion. Yeah, it's basically just vegetables. Oh, and nuts. So excuse me, that's why I'm on like a higher fat diet now, because I need something to sustain me, because I can't buy enough vegetables to keep me full. So that's what I've been doing for the past couple months, and my skin has greatly improved. My forehead is completely clear. Around my mouth, I don't get them too often. My chin is fairly clear. My cheeks are the only place that I'm working on right now, but they say it can take a little while for it to clear up. But the journey has been rough, and I've spent so much money. I tried buying vitamins, like lysine and all these different complexes that are supposed to be good for your skin. I tried drinking apple cider vinegar. There were so many things that I tried. If I found it on the internet, I tried it, and none of it worked. But this is the only thing that has helped. So that's what I'm doing for now. Like I said, eating a lot higher in fats than I would usually, but I feel good. Whenever I first started the candida thing, they say that there is a die-off period where the candida is dying off. It's something that naturally occurs in your intestines. It's supposed to be there. It helps eat the excess sugar. But whenever you, I guess, feed it in excess, it grows and gets, out of control and causes things to go all wonky. And so I got exhausted. Like, I've never been tired before. Like, I got tired just laying down. It was the most awful thing. I lead a very active lifestyle, but I was too tired to, run or even walk. Even going for a walk was like, horrible. And I wasn't sure if I could stay that way for very long, but I made it through, and it's been an experience, not one that I, wish on anybody, not one that I wish I, could go through again or anything like that, but just if you struggle with acne, just know that, a lot of people force on you the idea that it's an external problem, your face is dirty, you need to wash your face, but I am really convinced, it's internal. People say it's hereditary. I think maybe the reaction to things internally is hereditary. Like when something's wrong in your body, it produces an acne. And that's a hereditary thing. For somebody else, it may be something else. Maybe their joints hurt when something's wrong inside, whatever it may be. But acne doesn't just happen just to happen. There's something that causes it, something that triggered it internally. So if you struggle with acne, I would seriously take a look at, face mapping, figuring out what could be wrong in your body, going through each one of those things and being like, is it my intestines, my lungs, my heart, whatever, and try to do detoxes for those different things. You may have to drastically change your diet. Even though I was super healthy, I was like, there's no reason I should have acne. I'm the healthiest person I know. But there's still things, everybody's body is different things trigger different things, and it doesn't mean that you're unhealthy or anything like that, but that your body just can't handle something like somebody else's body can. So the other thing is, doctors, if you go to a dermatologist, they want to put you on pills or Accutane or things like that, and that doesn't fix the problem. That just covers it up, and it has terrible side effects, and so that wasn't a route I wanted to go. But if you have acne, just, experiment, do your research, as I'm sure you have, because that's all I did whenever it was really bad. But don't give up, don't lose hope, don't get super depressed, and just keep working on it, keep trying different things until you find something that works. Now I'm going to eat this food. That was more of just a talk video. Apparently I'm not very good at eating and talking at the same time. Same tongue. I don't know. Maybe that means mukbangs aren't really my thing. Doesn't that look so good though? This is a perfect summer meal. And it's really easy to make. I didn't have to cook anything, just brought my ingredients out and put them in a bowl. It's like the best thing ever, right? It's so nice out today. Yesterday was so dark and stormy. Like I said, at least I think I said, I love watching mukbangs. So if you have a favorite one, put it in the comments for me so I can go watch it. Or if you do mukbangs, put it in the comments and I'll go watch it. Did I show you it in the bowl? Show you it? Show it to you? Grammar? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have just started doing videos again, and hopefully the content is going to be better, so you may want to stick around for that. Like I said, if you have a favorite mukbang, leave it in the comments and I'll go watch it. And if you have any acne tips that you would like to share, or questions that I may be able to answer, just leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching.